sip wine, wine, wine. Kick my feet up when I get tired. And as I regret, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind, wine. Sipping and spilling it. Sipping and spilling the tea. Sipping and spilling it.
What's poppin', everyone?
What's poppin'?
How you niggas doing?
I don't know. I think, do you see something different?
I don't know. What's
I
different?
don't know. I think it's your hair.
My hair is different?
That's what it is, y'all.
I was blonde last week, and today I'm a bohemian beauty.
I do like that hair on you.
Girl, this is my style.
It's giving. It's doing what it needs to do.
This is my style. This is it. I am never going back.
Never going back. Okay.
I'm never going back. Never going back. Never.
Okay, y'all. So we are in a different studio, different space. I hope y'all like it because we're getting to learn it because it's something different and we like to do bigger, better, badder bitch things. So leave us questions, comments, and concerns if you have any.
Okay.
So let's get right into it. We're going to get into do or drink.
Yes.
So pick the first card because I said I did it wrong last week.
Ooh, okay. It says, okay, drink if you are the shortest player.
Well, here I am.
That was real easy.
All the cards are really easy because I think we went through all the cards. The next one is, drink if you have a piercing other than your ears.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
You don't have your belly pierced?
No.
I thought you had at least your belly pierced.
No.
You just looked at me like, drink, bitch, drink. I'm like, bitch, you got a piercing too. Wow. Yeah, I have my septum pierced and my belly pierced. And next, I'm getting my Christina.
Are you getting your Christina?
I'm getting my Christina.
The thing is, I know a few people that got it and they said they didn't really feel anything. But I wonder, does it change?
Didn't really feel anything as in when they got it or they didn't feel anything during sex?
When they're having sex.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting to get a change in my
I feel like
sensation.
you should, though. Because what's the point?
I'm not getting my clit pierced.
Okay.
Yeah. The Christina is the hood.
Okay.
Yeah. You do want? Maybe have you seen a Christina?
No.
Oh, yeah. It's not a clit piercing.
Because I know someone that did get the clit pierced. And
that I would think there was a different sensation because your clit is very sensitive.
Yeah.
But no, it's not the clit.
Okay.
It's right above it.
Right above it.
Right above
okay.
it. Oh, I got a drink.
Yes, you do.
All right, my turn? Yes, it is.
It is.
Drink if you have a tattoo. Nice and easy, girl.
I'm not going to finish it like I did last week because I liked how it tasted when I put some tequila with it. Mine. You do. Always do. So let's get into our PSA of the week. Okay. So our PSA is simple and sweet. I do not like it when men tell you that they are going to get you pregnant as a compliment. That is not a compliment. That is a threat on my life. That is a threat to my freedom and a threat to your freedom because we always say, if you get me pregnant and you know that you came here and I had no children, you're going to leave me with that child. Mm-hmm. Just that simple, just that sweet.
And especially since we live in Texas, girl, that's an even bigger threat to our life.
That's a bigger threat. That's real.
That's scary. You actually want me to go to jail.
You want me to go to jail?
I'm going to get rid of the baby. So I might go to jail. So that's what you're telling me is that you want me to go to jail. So no, I think it's really shady. And it's just so annoying when men say, I want to get you pregnant. And
it's not a compliment.
It's just like,
it's not a compliment.
At all. That's not something that, especially when we aspire more to be. Now, I'm going to say not being a mother is not like a great thing. But when people aspire more to be a mother, then it's just annoying as fuck. But anyways, let's get into motherfucking story time. So these two niggas, they're from, what we're going to call them?
Yeah, the fresh, we said Timon and Pumbaa. Because that's what, what's her name, Imani? That's the girl that was calling them Timon and Pumbaa. Mm-hmm. She called them Timon and Pumbaa. And that just
fits perfectly.
It fits perfectly. Thank you. It fits perfectly with them.
So, yeah, Mr. Timon and Mr. Pumbaa, actually, which one did it? Pumbaa did it. Pumbaa actually got a girl pregnant, y'all. And the recording was leaked of him asking her to get an abortion.
Insane.
And it goes directly against everything he says on his podcast. He was like, women should have the baby, blah, blah, blah. I mean, one, who is fucking him?
Who's fucking him raw?
Who is fucking that man raw? Clout is a hell of a drug because it gotta be clout. It gotta be clout because it ain't your face.
And he's over here telling them, he's like, I don't have any money. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. You're gonna take care of your responsibilities.
He said he ain't got no money.
He said he ain't got no money.
He preaches the exact opposite on his podcast.
I feel like these red pill podcast people, they only go so hard because they know how far I got Kevin Samuels. Mm-hmm. They don't really believe it because that shit ain't gonna get you no pussy.
And honestly, Kevin Samuels wasn't even that extreme. The nigga had a little bit of sense in him.
He wasn't that extreme. He was very logical to a certain extent.
He was a misogynistic logic.
I like that.
That's what he was. His nigga had a little sense to him.
I like that.
This red pill ass niggas, I feel like because they know there is a audience for it. Mm-hmm. There is a group of men who are involuntary celibate. You know, they want to get pussy, but they can't get it. So because they are catering to this group of men, and there's a lot of them, there's a lot of incels, and they're growing every day. And it's just like that's who you are speaking to. There's a streamer, I forgot his name. I think it's I forgot his name, but he actually went into saw one of his fans, and one of his fans was like regurgitating stuff that he said. Yeah. And he was shocked. He was like, "Oh my God, why are you saying that? That's stuff you say." But you didn't. But little kids are watching you saying the exact same thing. But you watch shocked that it came out of a little kid's mouth. But you are giving it to little kids to say. Who watches streams? Kids.
That's a fact. Kids watch streams. I can't remember the last time because I think that's why what's his name? Kai something is so yeah, he's so popular because it's like you have nothing to do with your time but to stream.
Well, he's doing everything with
I know, because he's making money off of that. You know what?
He was in Africa having a good time. Then he went to Ghana. Like, he's been everywhere.
He has.
He got Nicki Minaj on his show. Like, the little kid is doing big things. But the thing is, honestly, once your audience are children, you are locked in.
That's a fact.
That's why Ice Spice is so popular.
Because they literally, because they consume the most media.
They have nothing but time to consume media.
Yeah, they do. Child, I didn't even think about that. I be thinking about my nephews. They be locked the fuck in on Miss Rachel.
All day.
Something about Miss Rachel don't sit right with me, y'all. I don't know what it is yet, but when I find out, I'm going to let y'all know.
Okay, and when it happens, Ami said it first.
Ami said it first.
So,
get into your ick of the week.
Let's get into our motherfucking ick of the week. My ick of the week is old crusty men who can't keep their hands to themselves. I just don't. I don't like to be touched.
What happened?
I just don't like to be touched. I feel like the only man that should be touching me is my man.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to be.
And occasionally some bitches when I'm outside when I'm looking good.
Bitches are always free. Just don't put your hand under my pussy. That's the cutoff. You know what I'm saying? But especially like, what's that song? I forgot. She said, talk another bitch find another bitch to talk to because I don't like being tugged on. I'm like, yes. Like when men want to get your attention, especially when they're drunk. They feel the need to grab on you and touch on you. And then it's even worse when an old man do it. And you old, crusty, husty little man touching on me with your little dusty fingers, your old, crusty, dusty fingers, and you have nothing to offer. As an older gentleman, you can't talk to a young, fine tenderoni with nothing to offer. Nothing is free for your old ass.
Nothing is free for any nigga. Let's be fucking for real.
Some niggas are shit for free. If the nigga found enough, it could be for free. But you old, crusty, dusty motherfucker, it's not free. It's not free.
Okay, so my ick of the week is men who cannot dress. I remember, I'm sorry, nothing pisses me off more than a man that cannot dress. I remember going on a date and I looked at this man and I said, are you not trying to impress me? I looked at him, I said, are you about to go on vacation to Cancun? This nigga had a fucking button-up shirt with some of his chest hair showing.
Ooh,
and he was wearing shorts.
Was it bushy?
It was.
Oh, was it like
it was curly.
Like,
but
some BDB.
That's beyond the fact. The fact of the matter is, do y'all not look at yourself in the mirror? Because I feel like if y'all go on dates, and this is the first date we went on, so it's like first impressions matter. Y'all got everything to say about a bitch that don't show up how you want her to show up. But y'all can just show up because y'all paying the tab?
They do got everything to say about a bitch who just show up. Because look at the girl we talking about last week.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Mad. So mad at her. But I'm just like thinking in my head. I said a lot of y'all niggas don't dress up. And people didn't tell y'all didn't know how to dress. Y'all think because y'all wear design, you know how to dress. And I'm here to tell y'all, you do not. You don't. And it's okay.
I actually cut a date early one day because he was
You did tell me that. You said that you texted Stephanie. And you said that this man had his shirt tucked in his pants.
He had his shirt tucked in his pants. His shirt was buttoned up and wasn't buttoned up all the way. He had one collar flipped up, one collar flipped down. That was the craziest outfit I've seen in my life. And I'm like, this nigga did not come in here looking like that. But yes, he did come here looking like that. And Stephanie had to call me and devise a plan because there was no way I was going to stay in that date.
You know what's crazy? I still finished the date. I'm over here talking shit. But it is so funny. It's so funny because I saw this video on TikTok where this guy was talking about how he linked with a shawty. They were cool. He liked her, but the moment he knew she couldn't dress, he never saw her again. Mm-hmm. And this video went viral. So the bitch responded. She was like, "I'm the girl he's talking about," which I would never fucking admit that I was a bitch that didn't know how to dress when I linked with a nigga. But I digress. So she was just like, "If you talk about people should embrace the things that they like, and I just come how I am, why don't you like me how I am?" He just don't like it.
He didn't like you as you were. He said it.
And y'all never met again.
Yeah.
So I feel like I said, 2024, if y'all don't like how a nigga dresses, that's more than enough not to link with him again. If you don't even like the way this man doesn't know how to put pronunciation in his text messages, that's more than enough.
I think a lot of women can see a man who doesn't know how to dress and be like, you know what? We can fix that. That's fixable.
I don't want to fix anything about a man. Mm-hmm. I want my man to fix my plate.
Okay, so you can't upgrade him. He can only upgrade you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
He can only upgrade me.
There's nothing you can do to make his life. Well, there's ways you can upgrade him.
Showing up.
Okay, well, then you heard it here at the Real Sip and Spill. There is nothing she can do to upgrade a man.
There's nothing I can do for you. I've given up. I'm 30 years old.
You said I've given up.
Go build with Barbara, not me.
The girls are back at it again with another messy-ass episode of Sip and Spill. We create conversations all wild.
Sipping wine.
I go by the name of that motherfucking Sammy.
And I'm ambitious. Bow, bow, bow. Teray.
She is stuck in my frontal lobe.
Honestly, they can't make me hate her. It's like
they can never make me hate you, Sexy Red.
Like, I don't know what it is. And I think I'm becoming the part of the demographic of the women that recognize myself in her.
You hated Sexy Red at first. I told you, I'm like, Sexy Red represents a group of women that we need.
Y'all have not seen these seasons. I'm a hypocrite. That's just who I am.
Girl.
Like, and I own it. I own it in every facet. But guess what? You couldn't tell me about me. I could only tell me about me.
Yeah, but her coming into the school smelling like weed, coming to high school, I thought was kind of ghetto. Girl.
Is it ghetto? Because the kids come into school smelling like weed.
Yeah, but you're an adult.
Is she?
Yeah, she's she's the age of an adult.
Just because they're an adult.
Who is her baby daddy? Who is Sexy Red's baby daddy? How she hide that? She had that baby daddy. Wow, who is this baby daddy?
You know, I want to know. While you ponder over that, let's get into some wine facts so we can get into some motherfucking tea time.
Who is tea time?
Who is her baby daddy? So today we are doing CSUN. This is a 2019 Pinot Noir from California.
CSUN.
It has, I want to say, 14.2% alcohol percentage because it does, and it doesn't tell us anything fancy about it because it is a bright sunshine and a balanced cooling breezes with identical, you know what? It's wine. We're going to try it.
Yeah, just say
and
that.
Here we are.
Go ahead.
She said, yeah, go ahead. Let's get into some motherfucking tea time.
Tea time.
Y'all niggas been on TikTok. I don't know. Not TikTok. It was Twitter. Twitter is where it happened. X.
Whatever.
It's still Twitter to me.
It's Twitter to me too.
I'm still an
Oho. That South African bitch. What's his name?
South African bitch. Who?
Elon Musk. Yeah. Is that his name? Elon Musk?
Is he from South Africa?
Yeah.
Girl, I would never knew.
He's South African. Have you heard him speak?
Girl, I don't keep up with white people. If I don't have to, I don't need to.
I can't help it. He's on my TikTok.
He's not on mine.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Rayon was on Twitter, and he was basically saying that he hates the fact that because he looks the way he does, that he doesn't get the opportunities that he could possibly get because people always want to label him as ghetto, or they want to say he doesn't have any class. But they say people like Cardi B or he said somebody else, but I think Cardi B's the only one I remember. Mm-hmm. He said that Cardi B is actually ghetto and she's made it places X, Y, and Z. And I told Sammy, and Sammy was like, I agree with him. And me, I don't follow any of these people other than Cardi B. So to me, I'm like, I think that people constantly do remind Cardi B that she's ghetto. So I'm like, that wasn't a good comparison for him to use because she is ghetto, but she's made spaces and places that she's fit in, and that's relative for her.
I think that's why I use her as a comparison because she is ghetto. She actually does ghetto things. Yeah. And yet she was able to transcend through her ghetto-ness and still be on fashion, be like, you know, she works with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, she's literally a global superstar. So I think that's what's more of his point is that he doesn't do anything ghetto, but he's labeled as ghetto and doesn't get the chances that he would like to get because of how he's labeled as ghetto.
Yeah.
But actual ghetto people are getting chances while being ghetto and doing ghetto things. And I also agree with the point that people do tell Cardi B she's ghetto all the time. Cardi B was a stripper-ass ghetto hoe. Like,
and they don't let her forget it.
They don't let her forget it. They'll never let her forget it. So yes, Cardi B has able to transcend her ghetto-ness label and become a superstar regardless of it. But there's another layer of it. It's her being a woman. And on top of that, she's
like relatable and she's likable.
She's relatable, she's likable, but society do not like gay ghetto men, gay black men.
Gay black men.
Society does not like gay black men. We are more open to Cardi B as a woman because she's beautiful. Yeah. She also has light skin privilege. Yeah. She's able to speak Spanish and English. Yeah. And she's, she relates to the black people. She relates to Hispanic people. She relates to a lot of different people. Yeah. Black ghetto, I keep saying ghetto. He's not even ghetto. Black gay men have only so far of a demographic they can reach, Yeah.
So, I can understand that, yeah.
And another thing Linda was saying that him as a white gay man doesn't get called ghetto, even though he's actually doing ghetto shit.
He does the ghetto-ish shit.
He's wearing 2 different shoes with the wig, dancing like this, acting like a hood rat, But he doesn't get called ghetto.
And isn't it interesting that he purposely acts that way to appeal to our demographic, and we allow it? We pick and choose what we consider popular, so why couldn't we say that how Raymonte is just as enough?
It is enough. We're not the problem. And the thing is, when these brands are calling Raymonte ghetto and saying that he doesn't deserve things, or people are saying he deserves his ghetto, they're really calling us ghetto because we are his audience. I watch Raymonte. I follow him on TikTok.
I do not.
They're saying, we don't want to do to you. We don't want to advertise to give you brand deals because
they don't want people like us to. Yeah.
So you people say, he don't deserve it. If you watch him, they're calling you ghetto too. You the ghetto ass bitch.
You know what's even crazy? Yeah. So backstory, because brands actually do that. Because I remember there was once a video out how Louis Vuitton was giving Snooki stuff for Jersey Shore because they did not want that demographic. So that's why the price of like Louis and stuff like went down. And you know how Chanel and everything is still pretty fucking high. Yeah. It's because they put it for that lower class X, Y, and Z. It's like y'all over here selling us dreams and we buying it.
We buy it every fucking time.
Every fucking time.
So yeah, shout out to Raymonte. I watched your little birthday trip. I'm not saying little. I watched your big birthday trip.
Big birthday thing.
Big birthday thing. It was a vibe. Like Raymonte has, I think, 1.2 million followers on TikTok. You have a following. You are doing the damn thing. So fuck what these bitches got to say. And the fact that Cardi B even replied to you lets you know you are that bitch.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So let's get into another pressing matters. Nene Leakes. Nene she's an interesting character to me. I like her sometimes. I don't like her other times. I don't know Nene Leakes as much as other people because I never watched Housewives. Housewives. Yeah. I've never watched a single episode of that show, but I do know her from like other things and like, her. So from what I've gathered from her, her saying that, her man can cheat as long as he cheat respectfully is definitely on brand for her from what I've seen. She is not the best looking woman. And I feel like the reason why she allows her man to do that because she knows she's not the best looking woman. And the fact that he stays with her is probably like, hey, you know what? If you're going to stay with me, I might as well let you cheat because, don't let me know you cheating. Because she really, who is Nene Leakes going to be with? Who else is going to take her? She's loud, mouth, annoying, rude, disrespectful.
Okay, well, let's go on record and say that we don't feel like people should be cheated on. Do not do this rhetoric. But I feel like you, at your grown-ass age, telling someone if they're going to cheat respectfully is just kind of saying, it's like the younger version of people saying, he know where home's at type shit.
I feel like at that age,
you shouldn't let nobody cheat respectfully. I need you to raise hell. I need you to burn down the mama's house.
Do you have a choice?
At that age, why you cheating? You remember? Why you cheating at this age?
A nigga would cheat at 99 years old.
You was any opportunity.
A nigga would cheat at 99.9 before the day he dies. He gonna cheat. He don't care. So I feel like maybe she's accepted it more because she knows what else is out there.
In the same breath, though, what is respectfully cheating? Because I feel like there's nothing respectful about cheating.
There is nothing respectful about cheating.
So what is respectfully cheating? What does that even look like?
Never letting me know.
Never letting me know. But the thing is, bitches nowadays gotta let you know. They gotta let you know if they slept with your man or he even texted you. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like women find so much joy.
I guess you're saying choose a bitch that won't let me know.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Choose a bitch that won't let me know.
Choose a bitch that won't let me know. Because we said it last week. Don't come to me as a woman. Talk to that nigga. Don't talk to me.
Don't say we.
No.
Come to me as a woman every time.
Do not.
Don't come to her as a woman.
What happens in the dark will come to light. I don't want to be stressed out.
I want to know.
You know what, Nene? She respectfully.
Now you agree with her? Now you agree with the cheat respectfully.
You know what? I don't even know yet, but when if it is to ever happen to me,
you can't cheat on me.
Don't cheat on me. What about me says cheat on me?
You said cheat respectfully.
Nah, I just said she said that, but I said, oh, okay, I see what she's saying, but then, you know what? No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you value your life, if you don't want me blowing up anything, if you don't want anyone harmed, because I believe in harming humans, so don't. Don't cheat on me.
I'm not gonna harm you. I'm just gonna leave.
I will, and I want to ruin your life.
I lied. I'm not gonna.
Like I saw this one meme. It's like, I hate when I'm trying to get my get back, and this bitch tell you I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I was planning this whole revenge thing, and now you want to be sorry? Nah, I still got something for that ass.
Okay.
So, I don't know if y'all been on Instagram lately, because she's taken over the internet real quick. I don't even know has she been doing this for years, or is it just recently this year?
I have no idea. I just discovered her. So
I just discovered her this year too. So Nara Smith, she's a girl that's on Instagram, TikTok, doing her big one. She's always cooking shit from scratch. She goes and kills the animals herself. She is in the kitchen milling that shit. So it's what is it, corn? She can make cornbread buy corn. The woman embodies what it is to be within your feminine. I don't know how to explain it, but when I see it, I'm like, damn, she's so interesting. Like, don't you just feel that when you look at her? You're just like, I'm just like, that man love you so much to put you in she's so soft-spoken. She dresses feminine. Everything about her just reeks of like that bitch.
Yeah. I like Nara Smith. I like her videos. It's very calming. It's very relaxing. It's nice to see, the whole homemaker thing going on with her. And honestly, it does take a lot of work for her to do what she's doing. Mm-hmm. We are seeing a little glimpse, but all that she's doing is taking hours. Like, she is not doing something for 20 minutes. This is like hours worth of work.
Full-blown meals.
So she is doing the feminine homemaker role while working. So
she works?
You don't think content creating is a job?
You're right. Yeah. That is a job.
It's a job. And she's spending hours doing it, making it perfect. That's the way she does. And she lets you know all the time, hey, Lucky Smith, he's not just here laying around. He helped with the cooking. He'll do the children's hair. Like, she lets you know, like, I'm not just his wife, okay? And the fact that she's 22 and has 3 babies, I don't know what kind of man will make you do that, but Lucky must have been that man.
He must have been lucky, nigga.
He must have been that man to make you have 3 babies at the time you're 22 years old, girl.
Insane. But he made her a wife, so you know what? That alone.
Well, he's a Mormon. He's a Mormon white man, so that makes sense.
I did not know he was a Mormon white man.
They're Mormon.
Did not know that. So she's going to have like 20 kids by the end of it.
I don't know. Who knows? All I know is, to me, Black Mormons are interesting. I don't know why we'd be.
Is she Black?
Yeah, she's Black.
Child.
She's biracial.
So she is Black. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
She's biracial. She's very, very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, so the fact that she's popped out them 3 babies, he must be doing that damn thing. She feels very comfortable in her relationship to have 3 babies with a man. So I shout out to her. I have nothing negative to say. All the Nara haters, I don't get it, because she really does nothing problematic.
Ever.
She just cooks, cleans, takes care of her family.
She does things that y'all bitches wish that y'all had the opportunity to do.
Yeah. Maybe it's just jealousy, because I don't really feel...
I feel like a lot of times and I thought we were going to talk about that later, but I'm saying I think a lot of times when women get upset from women doing things that make them happy, it stems from jealousy, because it's like, must be nice.
Yeah, must be nice. Oh, we don't always got that kind of money. Well, bitch, make it then.
Make it.
I don't know what you want me to say. Make the money.
So that gets us into the topic of conversation is operating in your feminine, because that's all we're talking about. Everything that she does stems from her being able to be in her soft girl era, her also being able to be in her femininity. And so please tell them what it is to operate in your feminine.
So pretty much feminine energy is often thought of terms of nurturing, compassion, and the ability to receive. Learning how to balance these qualities within ourselves promotes a clear understanding of our connection to the greater cosmos and encourages each person to step into their power and recognize their true potential of femininity, which I feel like Nara has embodied completely.
Yeah. And she's very marketable just by just that alone.
She's light-skinned and she's pretty. I mean, that's really all it takes. Ice Spice. Who else?
Please leave me alone.
Tinashe. Any light-skinned girl that's pretty?
Okay.
They're marketable. Cardi B. Yeah. So, but honestly, that's not to take away from their hard work. Just because you're light-skinned and you're pretty and you're marketable does not mean you don't work hard. That's not me being a hater. That's your privilege, and that's all it is. So there are 7 female archetypes.
So there is the mother, which is loving and nurturing. The queen, which is leadership and personal power. There is the maiden, that is curiosity and potential of growth. The sage, which is clarity and self-mastery. The huntress, which is freedom and independence. The lover, which is passion and intimacy. The mystic, which is intuition and deep insight. So we both took the test and we tried to see which was our female archetype.
Yeah.
So which one were you, and do you agree with it?
Well, I took 2 tests, y'all, because I took one that I posted and she posted one too. So, and I got 2 different results. So does that mean this is bullshit?
It might be, or it just might mean that there's levels, because I also think that with something I was going to touch on, I'm like, I feel like your archetype can absolutely change, because I feel like depending on who you are or where you got in your life, I'm sure that your level of femininity and or what you exude changes.
Right. And so, honestly, the questions were 2 very different questions from both websites. So on the first one that I took, I got, you are the maiden. It says which means I give off wonderful, innocent, and playful energy. I'm a bit naive, but I'm also endearing, and I'm always curious.
Okay.
I don't really agree with that. But the other one I kind of agree with more. I got the Wonder Woman.
I got the Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to get into it a little bit?
Okay, so the one that I got was the huntress. And I felt...
How'd you get the Wonder Woman and the huntress? You get twice?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you get twice too.
Oh. Because I was like,
how do we see? We both got 2 different answers.
We did.
Bullshit.
It depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, on the huntress, I think I agree with that, because I like to think I'm a free-flowing, vibey type of bitch. So I would like to think that's true. But then I also sometimes, when I was looking at it, I'm like, I kind of feel like I am the lover, because, I'm just a certified lover girl, and I like passion, I love intimacy, I love things like that. So I'm like, I kind of waver on which one I thought was more true, because I thought I was going to get that. But I got the huntress. So, okay.
Wonder Woman says that you are strong, dignified, resilient. Once you set your mind to what you set your mind to, you get. You are an overachiever. You expect the best from yourself. However, your self-worth is derived for your achievements. Vulnerable. Pretty much, you are the person who is an overthinker, a perfectionist. You go hard, and you are more like a Hillary Clinton. Pretty much, is what it's saying. But you also try not to, what?
Hillary Clinton is a horrible...
That's what it said. You are a Hillary Clinton type. Bitch, you did not take the test?
I did, but...
It said Hillary Clinton right here. And it says, but do not confuse your career with your life. So don't be an overachiever to the point where your career
And I
feel
like Wonder Woman more so would be you, because I feel like you are... a self-proclaimed perfectionist. I'm not.
I'm not a self-proclaimed perfectionist.
Girl, if you look at last season episode, you was like, my biggest, you said my biggest flaw is that I'm a perfectionist.
I did say
and
that.
I said, I'm like, I'm not. I'm like, it is what it is. I am who I am. So yeah, for me, I feel like that's more so you, but I feel like because of the questions, they're so structured a certain way.
Yeah.
And I was more like, okay, that feels this way.
Yeah, some of them I'm like, the first one I took was kind of racist, because I feel like you asked me questions like, what is your favorite rock song? Bitch, I did not know one song on that fucking list. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll pick this one. And then you're like, what's your favorite movie? And then you chose all white movies. I am a nigga. Like, these movies I did not see. I do not know what it is. And then it was like, what's your favorite
I don't know why you said it's racist, because I would know those things, though. It's only by your demographic of what you're around. So please grow the fuck up and realize black comes in different shades. Like, you said I'm a nigga. Like, I'm any less of a nigga because I knew the shit?
Sorry.
Please.
My bad.
Respect me.
You are just as black.
Thank you.
Okay, let me say it's not my my
cup of tea
of a nigga. Okay,
not my type of a nigga.
If it asks me about Friday, Players Club, Juice,
she want to be ghetto so bad. Please, girl.
Not that I want to be ghetto. I just grew up watching these movies, so I know what the fuck I'm talking.
I've never seen any of those movies until I went to college.
Yeah, I guess because I had older siblings. It's easier for me to.
I've had older siblings,
but my siblings are way older than your siblings.
You're right.
So I was watching this as a kid because that's what they were watching as high schoolers. But anyways, my bad. It wasn't racist. Let me take that back. It was not my demographic.
Thank you. That sounds so much better. So how did you learn how to shape your femininity?
I think I'm learning every day. It's not a learned thing yet. I feel like, one day I woke up and I'm like, hey, I kind of want to be, let me say this. I feel like I've always been kind of girly.
Yeah.
I went through a tomboy phase like in high school, middle school, but after that, I've always been a girly girl. I feel like my femininity has been more refined.
Yeah.
And more mature. I'm not doing like stupid girlish shit. I'm doing like more grown women, feminine stuff. So even though, I'm trying to change the way I dress, more mature, more feminine. So it's just a learning curve to me. I'm trying to just to have a balance of, what femininity means to me and how I'm trying to navigate the world as a woman. Yeah. I don't know why I put in quotation. I'm a real woman, not a fake one.
So for me, I think how I shaped my femininity is when I started embracing my flaws or my insecurities. For so long, I think because I was sexualized because of my body, I always try to either cover up or wear things that were like unflattering to me because I didn't want to draw attention to those things. Mm-hmm. But now when I'm just like, Ami, you look good. Mm-hmm. You have a nice body. You can have a great level of showing, but still covering that still is flattering. And when I started just like setting boundaries with myself and holding myself accountable for certain things, it made me feel like I'm showing up for myself.
I like that.
So, thank you.
That's great.
Okay, girl.
See, I feel like since I never got attention from my body, that's why I show off my tits so much.
Yeah, I always got attention from my body. So I feel like it was always the adverse for me. So it's like I couldn't be as feminine as I want to be because I'm like, I'm not trying to dress for the male gaze. Exactly.
At such a young age.
At such a young age. So it's like now it's like.
That sucks that y'all do that with women. Y'all just sexualize us before we're even sexual.
Exactly. And making us insecure over shit I shouldn't even be insecure over.
Right.
It took me to my mid-20s to be okay with my grown woman body. Like, I hate that for me.
Yeah.
So, what is the importance of feminine energy?
I think feminine energy is so fucking important because it is so damn powerful. There's nothing more powerful to me, in my opinion, than a divine woman. Like, we just exude, like, just so much power and, persevere. And, like, we're so sure of ourselves. We're so, like, whatever. When a really confident feminine woman walks in the room, you know it.
You do.
And you just feel the energy and you're just like, yes, she is that girl. And she knows she's that girl. And you can come in my face and tell me I'm not that girl. And I'm like, okay, but I am that girl. So that is why I think it's so important because because her energy is so strong and because it also bounces off to others. And makes them feel like, okay, like, oh, I can be like that bitch too.
That's a fact. I think it's important because it gives a safe space for creation. I think it's very important to have feminine energy because it's a safe space for nurturing and creation. So when I say that, it's because I feel like when I'm feeling very feminine, it's a free flow of nurturing and kindness and peace. And it's like when you feel good about yourself, like you said, it radiates to other people. And I feel like very feminine women that I've ever come across always make me feel like there's enough space for both of us to just coexist, be beautiful, and, spread great energy. So
feminine confident women, actually.
Feminine confident. Okay.
Yeah.
So how does feminine energy impact relationships?
I think it depends. Depends on what kind of man you're dealing with. It can definitely impact it positively when you're with someone who's confident and understands, if I'm with such a feminine woman, this is how they'll show up. And then if you're with someone who's, doesn't see femininity as soft, delicate, taking care of, receiving, it can impact the negativity because he feels like you're doing too much. You're asking for too much. Why do I gotta do everything? Why do I gotta hold the door for you? Why do I gotta, like all these little things that you don't expect to do because you're a woman? Like, why are you arguing about holding the door? I actually had a boyfriend who literally argued with me because he did not want to open the door for me. Like, we were supposed to go on a date, and I was like, I stood outside, I went up the door. He's like, so you can open your own door. I'm like, no, open my door for me. He literally left because he did not want to open the door for me.
God himself couldn't get that story out of me.
Girl, like, this was back in the day, like, you know, in my early 20s. So, yes, that's how it can impact it, because I knew, why would I open the door for myself as a woman? Like, you don't have to open the door for me all the damn time, but on a date.
Most times you have to open the door
for me. On a date, open the door for me. That man left me outside rather than open the door for me.
I think feminine energy is how it impacts relationships. It's because I know feminine women get whatever they want. I know the more feminine you are, men want to do more for you. I feel that there's been, when I've dated men, where they see that, quote unquote, I'm going to say, because they call it bougie, but it's like that makes them want to show up more for as like a provider, someone that could protect that energy. Like, they don't want to see me in my masculine, so why would they take me out of my feminine?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. If the more feminine you are, the more of a provider, I think. I can't speak for everyone, but I think from my experience, when I'm in my feminine, I attract men that are more so in that realm of wanting to provide, wanting to just exist where I exist.
And I think that's very true, because I've been watching this Korean dating show called Singles Inferno. I've been watching it for a while. I'm on the 3rd season. And Korean women have, like, perfected femininity. I feel like they are so feminine. The men around them do anything they ask. Like, even if they look at something that they might like, the man's racing to get it for them. Like, they don't lift a finger. They don't even carry their own bags. Like, everything. They don't even, buckle their own seatbelt. They don't do anything themselves. And I feel like they have embodied and perfect femininity to such a point where their men know how to act when around them, because they're all like that. They're all like girly, giggly, very soft spoken. Yeah. Even if I don't know, you don't really watch anime, but when you watch anime, you notice that Korean, like Japanese anime, the women are very girly. They have big titties. They're like they don't have really like,
I don't watch anime, so I wouldn't know. So you
a lot of them are very like, girly and, little girlish. I want to say it's almost like little girlish. It's kind of like it's like kind of little girlish sometimes. They are very childlike. But yeah, I feel like because when they see women like that, they tend to want to do more and provide more, because it's like, oh, she can't do it herself. I can't
she can't do it herself.
She can definitely, buckle her own seatbelt. I got to do it for her. Yeah.
So do you want to talk about how the environment you're in will sometimes shape what you consider as feminine?
Yeah. So definitely your environment shapes your idea of femininity. I've noticed that a lot of times men who grew up watching their moms do everything, they think feminine is do everything themselves. They see feminine as work a job, take care of the kids, do everything yourself. That's their idea of femininity.
That really is. And that's actually really sad. It is. Because you're telling me your mother was a slave.
You're telling me your mother suffered. And they're like, my mom did everything and she was happy. Did you ask her? Did you even have a conversation? Did you ever talk to her about, Mom, were you happy doing what she was doing? Because maybe she was happy doing it because, that's your child, but was she happy in her marriage doing what she was doing?
Yeah.
So y'all assume your mom was happy working 3 jobs and taking care of you, or being a single mother, whatever it is, but you never asked her. So I try to have that conversation. That's a homework for y'all. I want every man who thinks a woman should do all 3 jobs herself, ask your mom, was she happy doing all 3 jobs herself?
All 3 jobs herself.
Taking care of the house, paying the bills, taking care of the kids.
Oh,
all 3 jobs herself.
See, that just,
as a man, just sitting on the couch
like too much for me. That's not what I want.
Beer and be like, hey, stop that. That's all niggas do.
So now we're going to talk about how sometimes it is, or if we find it difficult to operate in our feminine. I feel that, like, when I was younger, I think it was harder for me to operate in my feminine, because it's like, you don't know what that looks like. You don't know what it is. And I feel like she said earlier, we're still reshaping, relearning, and teaching ourselves what femininity looks like to us. And it might not look like that to everyone else. I think that what we consider like super feminine to some other people, be like, oh, that's a Pik-me, or that's a X, Y, and Z. When ultimately, there's actually no one way to define what a feminine woman is, but you can just feel it, It's more so of a feeling than it is more of a look. Because we can look at each other and say, oh, they look very feminine, but it doesn't mean we act feminine. You know what I'm saying? So it's just...
No, because niggas can look feminine and not be feminine. There's some niggas who look real feminine, but don't make them a woman.
Leave these niggas out of it.
I'm just saying. Do I find it difficult to operate my Not now.
Yeah.
Not now. There is nothing you can tell me. There is not a single cell in me that wants to do anything independently.
Hello.
I don't want to be independent at all. I am very dependent. Actually, I'm so dependent. You can claim it in your taxes. That's just how serious it is. Like, I don't want to do anything myself. I need a man for everything. Anything. I need a man to think for me, actually.
The claiming on the taxes isn't the same, bitch.
So, no, I don't find it difficult at all. No.
Just have your hand out.
What's that Carisha meme when she was like,
oh my God, I love that meme. Okay, so balancing your feminine and masculine energy. How do you think that's been?
I feel like I've had more masculine energy in my earlier years. Now, back in my earlier years, I would fight a nigga. That's how much masculine energy I had. Like, I will punch you in your motherfucking face and not think twice about it. And we would just be fighting, back in my more masculine era. But now I would never hit a man. But yeah, so balancing it out as it just came as I got older. I went through a phase where I was like, kind of want to do that stupid independent. I'm sorry, it's not stupid if you want to be independent, but
it is.
It's not stupid if you want to be. If you want to be an independent woman, that's great. I love you. Mwah, great for you. But back in those days where I wanted to do that independent shit, I was having trouble balancing it because I was like, fighting to pay the bill. Or be like, oh, no, you have to do this for me. Oh, I don't need a man to do this for me. I actually thought I didn't need a man to do something for me. And I'm so glad I grew out of that. But it was definitely when I was dating this guy who was a little bit older, and he kind of taught me, like, hey, a man is here to take care of these things for you. You don't have to do anything yourself. And I was kind of fighting it at first. I'm like, no, I can do it myself. But no, you don't have to. And at this grown-ass age that I'm in, I have none of those, all those feelings are actually burned off. They're gone.
Yeah.
Don't feel those things anymore. I'm not going to, if you want to pay, I'm not even going to expect to pay the bill. I don't expect to do anything.
And I feel like it's for me, I think the balancing act did come, like we keep saying it gets easier because it really does.
As we get older,
As we get older, because I'm like, I operated in my masculine for so long because I seen my mother do all 3 jobs. And I'm thinking like in my head, so I was living with a long-term boyfriend and we were doing the bill 60-40. And to me, I was okay with that until a certain point. And then Sammy's all like, no, the men should pay everything. And I'm just like, really?
Girl, yes.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like sitting there like...
When you told me you split bills with your man, I was like,
it wasn't splitting. It was almost splitting, y'all. Please don't have me out here. But
60-40 is splitting, my friend.
But the thing is, that man was never going to make any money for all of us. That's why I had to leave the man. And that's why we just, like we said, if you can't change the nigga, change the nigga.
The nigga won't change the nigga.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. That shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want you all to know that when you are practicing survival, it is hard to be feminine. So I know that's why when we talk about like Nara and how she's so like rested and easy, it's because he pretty much probably makes her life so easy that just resting and doing things that she actually enjoys, even while she's like almost 40 weeks pregnant, it doesn't seem like a job to her because she enjoys it because he handles everything else. And so when you're not just trying to get bills paid and X, Y, and Z, you have time to just sit, relax, nurture, care, love, X, Y, and Z.
I also want to, I'm pretty sure Nara Smith makes a lot of money herself.
Oh, I'm sure she does too, but I feel like
it's not just he's taking care of everything, he's doing everything, and she's.
But I just feel like he made a safe space for her to feel that femininity can grow.
Yeah.
So
I would hope so. It looks like it from what we're seeing, but who knows? What if she had all the money? Because we don't know her background.
We do not know the background.
What if it was her? We don't know. We're just saying that. I'm just saying we don't know.
We don't know.
We always say the man did it, but what if the man didn't do shit? Who knows? So let's talk about celebrities who embody the masculine, feminine role like equally, and also celebrities who embody the feminine role.
Yeah.
Really. I think my favorite celebrity who embodies both roles and does it so perfectly well is Tiana fucking Taylor.
I knew he was going to say that, bitch. I knew it.
She does it so perfectly. Tiana Taylor has that perfect feminine and masculine. Like, I will fuck Tiana Taylor. At the same time, I know she's also the princess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We'll probably switch roles in bed because if we don't know, she'll be the princess and the nigga at the same time.
I would like to think, I would say Mariah Carey. When I think of someone that's super feminine, but still, but masculine as well, because she makes a lot of money, X, Y, and Z. These are the balanced person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think making a lot of money makes you masculine.
Well, I mean, we'll just talk about a boss bitch then, within her right. And when I do think of Mariah Carey, she's very, when I look at her, I'm like, she embodies
to the core.
Like, I don't feel like there's nothing that touches Mariah Carey when it comes, maybe Beyonce might be next closely related, but Mariah Carey off top.
Super feminine, super girly.
Super girly. Even with her having as much, I want to say, money and power, you still want to take care of her.
Yeah.
And that's what Nick Cannon would always say. He was like, I just always knew I wanted to chase her. I wanted to X, Y, and Z. Like, she brought out something primal in him that, that resonated. So
yeah. I got one more celebrity. I would say someone who embodies the masculine femininity role really well is Rihanna. I feel like Rihanna is super duper feminine, but yet she can also
be that nigga.
She sometimes dresses masculine, so same as Tiana Taylor. So I feel like Rihanna is a little bit more feminine than Tiana Taylor, I would say, but she also has that masculine energy to her too. And I've actually be kind of scared of Rihanna. I don't know. She kind of scares me a little bit.
So with operating in your feminine, let's talk about how sometimes people that can be seen as hypocritical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of times it can be seen as hypocritical, especially with these, what did the Red Pill niggas say? These modern women. So yeah, especially as modern women who want to really claim our independence and say, you can't tell us what to do. And, we want to do our own thing. We want to make our own money. We're boss bitches. At the same time, we're boss bitches that want to get taken care of. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, which one is it? Because a lot of guys feel like if he's taking care of all these things, he should be able to tell you what the fuck to do. And me, you can't tell me what the fuck to do.
Exactly.
So it's like,
but I still want to have my hand out.
I still want to have my hand out. I don't want to be told what to do. I still want to have my hand out, and I want you to pay all the bills. So it's like, bitch, choose one, right? That's how y'all feel.
But is there not like a middle ground? I feel like because since everything is always evolving, isn't there like a safe space where they both can coexist where it doesn't seem that it's hypocritical? Or do you feel like because it fits that narrative that it's always going to be hypocritical for us to want to be independent but still want to be docile and, taken care of?
I think that's when the independent codependent comes in, right? So I feel like
I love that word.
We want to be independent to a certain extent, and we want to be codependent to a certain extent. I feel like the only way for us to stand our ground and be like, no, you can't tell me what to do, is two ways. Either have a partner who values you and who actually likes you as a person and sees what you do as valuable. Because a lot of times men don't see what we do as valuable when we're in a relationship with them. So that's when you get men who don't even bother to wash the dishes, or men who don't even who literally leave their clothes on the floor because they feel like they're above domestic work, right? Mm-hmm. So if he doesn't value domestic work and doesn't value what you do as a wife and mother, it's never good. It's going to be that way. And also, you have to contribute. You have to pay some bills. Honestly, the only way a man will respect you, in my opinion, is if you also are on the same level as him educationally, on the same level as him financially.
I don't want to be on the same level as no man.
Right. Okay.
Nope.
But I'm saying for me, that's how you can beat the independent. Beat the I want to be docile princess while also be independent.
Yeah.
Because some men, if he doesn't respect who you are as a person and what you do, they feel like because they take care of everything, you don't have an opinion. You can't say shit. They can leave the house whenever they want. They can do whatever the fuck they want, So the only way I feel like you can cancel that is to, pay some bills. I'm not talking about paying all the bills, baby. I'm not saying go 50-50. I'm saying a light bill, groceries, something small, something they could actually, okay, my girl does this.
Yeah, because you're going to know if the light bill off. So
right. You don't feel the internet off. You don't feel the light off, So do some things like that, little baby things. What do you think?
So I think that you touched on everything, and I was gonna talk about how there's a difference between pick-me's and operating in your feminine. So me and Sammy would like to think, since we were just talking about how it's sometimes it might be seen as hypocritical, that there is a fine line between pick-me's and operating in your feminine, because even though they both stem from the patriarchy, they're not in the same way, I guess. I think when we think about pick-me's, it's to be chosen by a man, and when we're in our feminine, it's to create with our man to upgrade our man. I don't know in what.
Says a bitch who can't upgrade a man.
Yeah, saying a bitch. Did we not say? I said it once. I said it again. I'll say it 3 times. If I'm a hypocrite, I am. I could say it though. You can't say it.
Okay.
So I'm just saying this for the bitches that want to embody feminism on the behalf of the patriarchy and still love themselves. Okay, I'm giving you options out here because you don't have to be the independent bitch you want to be, or you don't have to be the codependent independent bitch. There is so many ways around and loopholes, and I know it sounds crazy. But I'm just trying to help you that you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do it alone. You just need to embrace what's already God given to you.
Okay.
And just, exude it.
Mm-hmm. So to me, there's a difference between Pik-me and feminine women. I feel like a feminine woman is kind but firm. You stand up for yourself kindly. I feel like a lot of times we say, I feel like a lot of times we say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
So saying what you want kindly, I think is feminine and not, but being firm in your boundaries. Feminine women are not pushovers. They're willing to do stuff for their man, just not any man. So I feel like that's kind of what I am. I'm willing to do stuff for my man. I'm just not willing to do stuff for any man. And that's you bitch's problem. Y'all do stuff for any man that's around you. Do stuff for the man that's your man and not the nigga you just fucking that don't want to see you outside. Pik-me are willing to bend over backwards for any man. Women who operate in their feminine are willing to bend over backwards for men who prove they're willing to do the most for them. Mm-hmm. Another thing is Pik-me give, and women who operate in their feminine receive.
Yeah.
Pik-me want to prove to you that they can cook, they can prove to you they can clean.
I literally wrote that. I said chasing is Pik-me and attracting is feminine.
Chasing is very Pik-me chase. Pik-me is gonna want to be okay with anything you give them, and they're gonna be in your DMs. They're always gonna be available for you.
Yeah.
That's a Pik-me. And women who are feminine are just operating, and the women who operate in feminine just receive. We're there. We are being picked. We're not doing the picking. So, in my opinion, people who are Pik-me are taking a masculine role because you're doing the giving, you're doing the chasing, you're doing something. I feel like a man will do.
I never thought about it that way.
And women who operate.
But what does that have to say about men that like Pik-me then?
We're gonna get into that.
Okay. You're right. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it right now then. Okay. Because you pretty much touched on like how you communicate in a feminine way, because it's like you get it just by being that. Yeah. So let's talk about how certain energy can attract the type of partner that you get. And me and Sammy were on the phone earlier, and she said, have you realized that when you are a masculine, not presenting masculine energy woman, mm-hmm. you usually get a very feminine man that was ask for things. Like she said, couldn't even open the door for you because...
Couldn't even open the door for me.
Is it because you were asking him to? Because, that's all...
I didn't. I just stood outside. And I was waiting for him to open the door. And I'm like, what's going on? Open the door for me? And he was like, open the door. I'm like, that's crazy that you rather leave this day. You leave me than open the door for me. But you know what?
That's not here nor there.
That's not here nor there. Yeah. So your energy can definitely attract a certain kind of partner. Like you were saying, feminine energy attracts masculine partners, and masculine energy attracts feminine partners. Like, that's how you get a man who wants you to split bills with them.
But my question is, just to play the devil's advocate, is there ever a chance where someone that is feminine can have a feminine partner? Like a feminine energy. I don't know. I mean, it's never happened with me. Or it could probably be masculine energy. They're both just hard workers and both just doers. And
I don't think hard working is a masculine trait.
I mean, if we're going off of by definition, when we talk about definition types, if we look things up, and we've done this before, these are the things they say about masculine energy: hardworking, logic, X, Y, and Z. It's all these powerful things. So I'm going by definition. I'm not going off of what I believe. I'm going off of by definition. If we look it up right now, that's what they're going to say is for masculine energy. So if you have two, but I feel like, can you have two CEOs being married?
I think anything is possible, but the thing is, men have a problem with women being in control. They always say, I want a submissive woman. I want a submissive woman. So
you can't, can you not be a CEO and be submissive at home? Like, do you not?
Oh, you meant CEO at work.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant CEO at the home.
Oh, girl, no, I never want to be a CEO at home.
Oh, okay. You can definitely be a CEO. You can definitely be two CEOs and, whatever, being submissive.
That's what I'm asking. So what if they both are like, have this, like, that kind of energy, but they both are together?
Yeah, that can be a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you have two nurturers together? Do you think that would work?
Yeah, I think I've seen a relationship like that work.
Okay.
But the thing is, I don't think because you are nurturing means you are feminine.
I'm going by definition.
I know, but I'm saying that's why I think it works, because you can still be a masculine energy man and still be a nurturer. So I feel like those little traits doesn't mean it can't work. Or
so it's about traits. We're not going off of just by definition.
Yeah, those traits doesn't mean it won't work because he's exuding nurturing energy and that's a feminine trait. No, I feel like when you're too far from the extremes, like when you're this ultra feminine woman who expects women to do everything, and you're dating a man who watched his mom do everything and he doesn't feel like he should contribute or help, or he doesn't feel like, oh, I should do this thing as a man, it's not going to work. You're going to attract a woman that feminine would never attract a man like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
So even like, let me give myself for example. Me, I would never ever attract a man who doesn't feel like he should pay for who should take care of me. Mm-hmm. They would never want to talk to me because they already know my energy and the type of bitch I am. That's what I expect. So those men usually, for the most part, if they're smart enough, don't slide in my DMs because they already know, I can't even, I want to be invisible to y'all. If y'all actually think that way, don't even see me. So I don't even want to be attractive to y'all, actually. So I would never attract a man like that because they'd be turned off by me. They would hate me. Actually, y'all do hate me.
Not actually.
Y'all do.
They do hate her. They do. So I'm going to say, all things considered, we're just telling you how to embody and just operate in your femininity, because we always say you get more bees with honey. So let's get into some motherfucking questions.
All right.
My question is, do you think that every woman has the capacity to operate in their feminine?
Girl, yeah. Every single one. Even you studs. All y'all do.
And when you said it on the phone, bitch, I couldn't believe that you said it, because I'm like, I ain't never seen, but you know what? It ain't for me to see. That ain't my business. You know what?
I've been around the TikTok block. And you know what? Some of you studs do have feminine energy too, and it's great for y'all because at the end of the day, you're still a woman. Even though how manly you think you are in your head, you still deserve the feminine love that we all get. My question to you is, what is a feminine trait you would like in your partner?
A feminine trait that I would like in my partner? Mm-hmm. Grooming. I like men that are well groomed. I want you to get your nails done. I want you to get your toes done. I want you to enjoy getting facials because I don't like dirty niggas. Okay, so that's
Name a bitch you do.
Say what?
Name a bitch you do.
White women. Please.
This white girl came on TikTok talking about how her man don't use soap when he shower. He was like, I marked the thing and he never used it. Why would you tell us your nigga don't use soap when he shower? That's crazy. My
second question is, do you think women can operate in their feminine only while being in a relationship?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I'm going to say I didn't agree with that either. I already wrote the question and I was like, I got to stick with it.
You operate in your feminine all times, every time. My question to you is, do you think we are hypocrites?
Y'all, I went the whole episode contradicting myself. At this point, y'all shouldn't even listen to me. Just listen to Samantha, because at this point, I'm just the supporting cast. I'm just here for a little bit of laughs and a little bit of looks to serve. But you know,
I'm a hypocrite ass bitch too, because I probably contradicted myself in this episode.
And you know, and it's okay.
And it's okay.
Because we're learning and we're growing, and maybe next season we won't be this way. But this season we are.
We will. We ain't gonna change.
Thank y'all for following us on this journey about operating in your femininity. If you guys get a chance, also on all social media platforms at The Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter, which is Sip and Spill
1.
Give us a 5-star rating because we're some 5-star bitches.
Ow.
I sip wine, kick my feet up when I get tired. And as I recline, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind. Wine, sipping and spilling it. Sipping and spilling the tea.